From new, the D3 will have one default user. At least one administrator role must remain active on the system at all times. To manage users, log in and go to Settings, then User Management. Each system user should have their own login. To add a new user, select Add User and complete the user details. Remember, the user's email address will be required if the D3 is going to be used to send alarm notifications directly to them. However, if My Data Portal is being used for email alarms, then email details may not be needed. Next, select which privileges the new user should have. The options are: Acknowledge Alarms allows the user to acknowledge alarms on the D3 and add alarm notes. Inhibit Alarms allows the user to turn sensor alarms on and off in sensor settings. Adjust Schedules allows the user to create and amend schedules used by sensors and alarms. Adjust Alarm Setpoints allows editing of high and low temperature limits, as well as delay periods for alarms. Alter System Configuration allows changes to all settings on the D3. This is the administrator access level. Manage Other Users allows password resets for other users, but not deletion of users. Deletion remains an administrator function. Receive Email Alarms enables the user to receive email alarms from the D3. This only works if email is set up on the D3. Portal Access grants access to the D3 through My Data Portal. To authorize the new user, enter your own username and password. Once all required users have been created, click on the green lock under Password Reset for each user in turn. You now have two options to create a temporary username and password. The first option is to send an email to the user's email address. For this to work, the user must have an email entered, and email setup must be completed on the D3. The second option is the manual overwrite. A box will open where you can enter a temporary username and password for the user. You then complete your own login details and press Submit. When the user next logs in, they will be prompted to create their own username and password for the D3. Finally, remember, if users are only accessing data through My Data Portal, they may not need a D3 login at all. A D3 login is only required if they need to make or amend settings directly on the D3, which cannot be done through the portal.